Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know my hair is wet, but I just got out of the shower and I'm finally filming my bridal makeup tutorial. I got married end of October of 2019 and I have been wanting to film this for a very long time, but you know, newly married life kind of gets crazy. So I finally was able to sit down and film this look for you guys. I did do my own hair and makeup and all the things for my wedding day, and honestly, zero regrets. I'm so happy that I did that. One, like, hair and makeup can be so expensive on your wedding day, and then I'm really picky. I know what I like, and I like what I like, and I like what I do. This is what it is. So anyways, really simple, easy tutorial. You still look like yourself, and I felt really confident. I was really happy with how my makeup turned out, and if you guys want to recreate this look for your own wedding day or even any like special event, I hope that this tutorial is really easy and perfect for your next event. Okay guys, so barefaced, first to start us off, I always use a moisturizer, and I just use like my Purity by Philosophy. It's amazing. I love this stuff. It's just great, and I really feel like when I use a little bit of moisturizer before I put on makeup, my makeup just looks a lot better throughout the day. So I know that's like, most people think you have to have like a dry face, but feels so good. I also put on this like Rebound Primer by Urban Decay. It's a really nice mist, and it just kind of gets your face ready for all that makeup. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is my eyes. So I'm going to first start by kind of prepping my eye, and I'm just going to use my concealer. It's by Tarte. You guys all love this stuff. It's amazing. But I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyelid. One, it kind of helps even it out, and two, it just kind of gives you a good base. So just a little bit, I'm not doing a ton. And then I'm gonna set it with my, y'all know this, but this Can't Stop, Won't Stop NYX setting powder. I love it. I tried a different one and immediately regretted it, just because this stuff I just feel like is the best. I'm just gonna kind of pat that in there a little bit, goes a long way. And that way my eyelids are nice and prepped. I am going to first go in with, it's a weird palette that I'm loving, but it's the Tartelette in Bloom. Hope y'all can see that. But I love it. All the colors are also super pretty. So I like this one. It's really affordable. So I'm just going to go in with like the lightest shade, and I'm just going to put that on my lid. Again, we're just kind of starting with a base. All one even color. I'm going to go in with like a really pretty natural color and just start that crease. It's really natural. And then I went in with this color Rebel right there. It's kind of like a burnt brown color. And I'm just gonna buff it into that crease with a crease brush. We're just kind of building color, but I still wanted it to be super natural and not too crazy. We're just gonna go in with my all-time favorite palette, the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. Y'all know I love this. I mean, clearly look at all the colors, it's like almost gone. But I'm going to go in with that crease brush yet again. And I'm going to go in with this color called Warm Taupe, my fave. And start adding that. It's a really good like neutral color. And Anastasia, they last all day long. Okay, I zoomed y'all out just a little bit. We're gonna now do some face makeup. So I never like to do all of my eyeshadow, because when I start adding my face makeup, then I like delete the eyeshadow. I don't know, I'm just really bad at it. So anyways, just skin's already primed, I'm gonna have my beauty blender, and it is a little bit damp. I'm also gonna spray, this is like my big secret, I'm gonna spray some of my setting spray onto my sponge. Let that sit for a second. And then with my Estee Lauder, let's see, I'm just gonna put a little bit onto my sponge. A little bit goes a long way. Just a little bit like that. I'm just gonna start putting it into my skin. Put it there. And again, I was tanner on my wedding day, so this color may not be a perfect match, but I think it's gonna start kind of blotting it in. And I love this foundation because it lasts like all day, and it's also really mattifying. So like when you put your makeup on at 10 a.m. and then you don't touch it until you go to bed at like midnight, you want your makeup to stay all day long. Now that I'm done with the foundation, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. And again, I use the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the color Light Neutral, and I did neutral because I had a spray tan, and it really helped make my under eyes not look ashy or gray. Normally I would just do light though. Whenever I get a spray tan, I've learned from experience that the neutral helps balance out the tan. Put a little bit there. I just kind of blot it on there. Nothing too crazy. I did a little bit on my nose, but nothing drastic. I don't really like to use like a ton of concealers because it's a little bit cakey. And then I'm going to go back in with that same beauty blender and spray it again. Again, it's my secret. And with that, I'm just going to start on my nose, kind of tap that in, and then tap it. Just keep tapping. Okay, now for a little bit of extra brightness, I also went in with the ColourPop concealer, and this one is like super affordable. I'm almost out of it, but it's a little bit light, so I'm going to put it like right into the inner corner where I have most of my darkness. Just right there. And with my pinky, I'm just going to kind of tap that in, keeping it nice and bright. I'm gonna go in and set it. My setting powder. Again, I just have a little on my lid. I'm just gonna tap it. And I like to use a lot for my under eyes. I guess they call it baking. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I really wanted it to be very bridal, natural glam, but also, I mean, I'm me. I like a lot of fun. So we're gonna go back in with that crease brush, and I'm gonna pick up this color called Raw Sienna. It's kind of like a burnt orange. I love it. Just a little bit goes a very long way. Just gonna keep building that color. Then I'm gonna go in with this, it's really dark, but trust me, it's good. It's called Cypress Umber. And it's just like a really dark brown, okay? I normally use this for my like eyeliner, but for wedding day, I had to go all out. I'm gonna start kind of at that lower lash line, that right there. I'm just gonna kind of buff that in and then buff it into the outside as well. And we're gonna blend this out, but for right now, in and then it's like I'm making a little V right there. That'll really add some depth and dimension. Again, it's not perfect at all, but it will be because I'm going to use my blender brush, and without any product on it, I'm just going to kind of start going in little circles, really focusing on that outside corner into the crease. Again, circle, outside corner into the crease. Already, it's a lot prettier. Circle, crease. And to add some sparkle kind of like on the lid, I'm just gonna spray some of that setting spray onto my finger. It's nice and wet. I'm gonna go into a sparkly color in that Anastasia palette called Vermeer. And I'm just gonna start patting that onto my lid like that. It's a really pretty, like, subtle sparkle. It's not too in your face, which I really like for the wedding day. Now with almost every eyeshadow look, I always love pink. So I'm also going to go back in with that same crease brush. Obviously, I think I like this brush. And in the Anastasia palette, it's called Love Letter. It's one of my favorites, a really pretty pink. We're gonna get a little bit, very tiny amount. And I'm just going to add a little bit right on like the mid outside corner, blend that in. Again, it's like right in the outside corner, kind of starting midway. And this pink is just so romantic and blends so well with that brown. And it's like different, you know, but still like very natural and pretty. Okay, and I'm gonna blend that out. There, I've got my eyeshadow look. We'll be adding more to this later, but I'm gonna zoom y'all out. Okay, so by about this point, I'm looking very ghostly. So I'm gonna start adding some warmth back into my face. I used this, it's by Benefit Hoola, but it's the color Caramel. And I feel like this one really looks good with my skin tone. It's a little bit darker, and when I had that spray tan, I did not wanna look like a ghost. So I just have a fluffy brush. Yes, I know, I need to clean it. I was doing the outside of that, tapping off extra, and just kind of warming up the face. I'm not doing a contour, I'm just kind of finding those lines and just warming up the face. Again, in that 3 shape that we're always talking about. Smaller brush, I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it, get a little bit of product, and do a very, very light contour on that nose. Again, just to add some warmth to my points on my head. For blush, I started with this one. It's called California, and it's by Benefit as well. I love it, but it's a really pretty like corally color. It's very, very flattering on like all skin types. So I just have my blush brush, and never be afraid of blush, y'all. It helps, especially in photos. So I always like kind of tap it center and then fan it out just a hair. So center, out, center, out. And that is a really great base starting for my blush. Then this one is like Bedhead, but it's called Brilliance, and it's like a really bright pink. So you don't need a lot. It does have a little bit more of a shimmer too, which I really like. So I'm just gonna get some on that brush and see how it's a lot more of a bright pink. Tap off some extra. I'm gonna start small, okay? So right there and right there. That's it. I'm gonna blend it. But I thought this color was way more like Blushing Bride and just really adds some happiness to your face. This Neutrogena brow pencil, I use it for every video. And I wear the color brunette because my eyebrows are darker, even though I'm a natural blonde. And for this, I always start with like brushing your eyebrows first. I'm just gonna kind of brush them up, all of the hairs. Other side too. Wonderful. And then, let me get a little closer. And then I'm just gonna kind of start at the bottom of that eyebrow, feathering it, and then starting at that center. So now you can kind of see this brow is a little bit more defined than this one, but it's not like, I'm not reshaping my brows where they're not natural looking. And then that arc right there, fan it out. Okay, I always set my eyebrows, but I'm gonna hang off on that step right now to continue with my face and do that one of my last steps. So next up, I'm gonna start lining my eyes. For my wedding day, I did use a liquid eyeliner. I love this stuff. It's called Tartiest. It's by Tarte, and it's just their like black thing. I like it because it's dual point. It has like the regular thing that you use, then also has the liquid liner. So I'm gonna do a liquid liner. This was very stressful on my wedding day, but that's okay. A tip that I learned is I have this like mirror. If you tilt it like this and then look like over, it's a lot easier to get that beautiful line. So that is what I am going to do. Okay, so there's my eyeliner. That was so stressful on my wedding day. But that's okay. I remember going to my sister and being like, are they even? They don't look even. But once you put fake eyelashes on, it's like all of a sudden everything's great. So for my mascara, I used, well, I normally use the L'Oreal Voluminous, what's it called? Curved brush. I normally use this one if it will focus. Y'all can see it. I don't know why it doesn't like to focus. Like, come on. Whatever. Y'all get the point. But instead of using the normal one, I used the waterproof one because one, it will help from smearing, and two, you never know if you're gonna cry. So again, my little trick for mascara is you wanna look down. So tilt that mirror and then look down. That'll help from getting mascara all over your lid. Before I do my false lashes, I'm going to wipe away all this powder. I'm going to go back in with my Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette and going back in with that warm taupe color and getting my crease brush that is now clean. And I'm just going to, y'all know it, start from the outside and build it in, kind of stopping right there, like right before that inner corner. Just kind of smoking it out. I'm also gonna go with that really dark brown color and do the very outside, just a little bit. I'm going with that really pretty pink, that color called Love Letter. Very small amount. I'm doing the center, like that mid, kind of, you're mirroring like top of your lid. So kind of like that mid outer corner. Then I'm gonna go with that raw sienna, kind of a lighter brown. And do that inside. My highlight brush, and I'm going to go with that really pretty shimmery color and do the inside right there. All right, we're gonna apply those false lashes. I use Ardel Demi Whispies, all-time favorite, like can never go wrong. I do cut them ever so slightly, and I always cut them on the outside corner. So all I'm gonna do now that my mascara is nice and dry, I'm going to get my eyelash glue, and I just use like the white one. I'm just gonna put it on that lash. My trick, tweezers and that mirror, okay? Grab the center. You're going to place it looking kind of down. Don't close your eyes, just looking down. Place it in the center and then do outside, inside, hold it there for a little bit, and it'll stay on forever and be super even. So. Okay guys, I'm almost done with my makeup look. To kind of finish off this look, I'm gonna go in with my super nasty brow mascara by NYX. I don't know why it's not zooming or focusing, whatever, but again, whatever. I got the color Chocolate, and I love this stuff because it just kind of sets your eyebrows in place. That really nice look. So I'm just going to just kind of start fanning it upwards. Nice, good brows are always nice. Yeah, and the other side, again, like a little bit goes a long way. I'm not trying to alter my eyebrows. I'm just trying to make them look nice. With that waterproof mascara again, and now I'm going to do my lower lash line now that everything is all set. This one, look up, don't look down. And I just kind of run it a little bit and down, fluff, I mostly focused it on the outside, not really the inside. And then for my highlight, I used my Barbie highlight because I was like, I'm getting married, I'm gonna be like Barbie. I love this one though because it has like the highlight is like blush, bronzer, and that pretty pink. So I'm just using, you know, super fancy highlight brush, getting some product, tapping it off, starting small, doing right here, just kind of a nice little glow. This palette's kind of old, so I'm sorry, but it's the Carly Bible one. I've used this like a million times. And I love this really pretty white color. It's just like balm, and it's really, really strong. So I'm just gonna use my pinky a little bit, tapping off that pinky, and I'm just gonna do like that center right there. Wow, it's like amazing. Going up a little bit. I think it's just so good. And then I'm gonna also take a little bit of that product and go, again, that like lower lash line, just to kind of really add some brightness right there. Looks so good. I'm gonna take that highlight brush, if I can find it, and do like just a tiny bit of product right there, just kind of highlight that brow bone. So pretty. Okay, so for lipstick, I started off with a liner. The liner really helped it stay on all night. So I used Charlotte Tilbury, of course, and it's the Pillow Talk lip liner, of course. And I just did a really light lining of this first. Then I went, of course, with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. I love their packaging. It's just like my favorite color. Perfect. And I'm going to start with that. I used my favorite MAC lipstick, and I bought it for my wedding day, and it was just like the absolute perfect color. It's MAC, looks like this, and the color is Modesty, which is like the perfect color for brides, like a modest bride. I love it. It's like a really pretty nude pink, and so it's like it goes perfectly with Pillow Talk but adds some shine. So all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I know I've been super MIA on YouTube. It's just been hard getting back in the swing of things with like getting married and then a new apartment and all the amazing blessings that come with getting married, but it's been a lot. So I'm trying to get back on it. So thank you guys for all of your love and support. It really means the absolute world to me. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like it. Comment your favorite makeup product that I used, or if you did your own makeup for your wedding day, whatever, just comment. I'm gonna be in the comments, so I'd love to talk. But anyways, I hope you guys have a perfect rest of your day. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.